Raiders get set to face off with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Brees now on first down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
An interesting note about our quarterbacks here, Drew Brees and Derek Carr. You know, we might not see the ball hit the ground all that much because they were number 1 and number 2 in the NFL in completion percentage last year. Brees is staggering 74.3%. Carr at 70.4%. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Alvin Kamara, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And the Raiders have got him. Tanner Muse in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, something to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Nice catch up by Tyrell Williams, who got off to a hot start. Heck, I'd call it a blazing start in 2019, scoring a touchdown each of his first 5 games. And he has history as a big-time receiver as well. 1,000 yards receiving for the Chargers back in 2016.
First down, Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Jacobs.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down, Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Darren Waller.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
By Prince Amukamara.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now, Carr again. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
6-yard line.
Shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever, and I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. That's out to the left and complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And a catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to a Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects, and yes, he can still play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain of
23 yards, the final tally.
Saints, first down.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball, but when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains.
2 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Play action. Breeze. heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
They're not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Carr now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. And good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Raiders 10, Saints nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Breeze on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jenkins. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now on first down. Flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
17-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Man, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Some room to run now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Now a play fake. Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They were making plays on the football, contesting everything.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Hughes on the coverage.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Saints, nothing.
Here's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Breeze now. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw is Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Breeze to throw again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Taylor Hughes with it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now whistles here, I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And it'll set him back 5 Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now this throw caught left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. He wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in. And now here's another interception. interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Breeze going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. Breeze. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get Thomas that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, it's Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Breeze, gotta have this one. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Carr going to throw here. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. On play action, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Taken in the end zone. Dances by him. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Good. Ready.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Smith catches left side. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. First ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Start backs him up 5, first and 15. Carr going to look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one a victory.